Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer neuen Folge von Star Trek Resurgence. Ja, an unserer Seite hat sich jetzt begeben in der letzten Folge der Portalwächter. Ich guck mal, ich bin gespannt, ob er uns helfen kann, die Tokens, genau, ich weiß nicht genau, wie sie heißen, ob er uns helfen kann, wirklich sie zu besiegen. Ich denke mal, das werden wir jetzt bald erfahren. Überladung. Mein Plan.
That's interesting.
Redundancy. If one goes down in battle, we can still operate.
Makes this more difficult, though.
This ship can maintain warp with half the cores offline. We'll need to disable 3 of them.
Where are the engine schematics? Power flow routing charts.
We're soldiers, not engineers. I thought you would know what to do.
We understand how to operate it under normal conditions, but not the intricacies.
Freut ihr euch jetzt, uns dabei zu haben?
All that talk about being soldiers, and look what it comes down to. You need a couple of engineers.
Yes, we do.
Lucky for you, that's our specialty.
You at least know where we should start?
This way.
Ja, dann hinterher. Alle ein bisschen schneller gehen, ich will das alles wegbomben. Alles, einfach alles.
What are we dealing with?
Einer der Warpkerne, 4 Warpkerne, der Xel, die Wärmeleistung deutet darauf hin, dass ein einzelner Kern kein Warpfeld aufrechterhalten könnte. Aber eine Oberwelleneinspeisung von mindestens 2 Kernen okay. Sensoren übertragen Temperatursignaturen automatisch in den Klimaverteiler. Ich dachte, das kann ich vielleicht noch mitscannen? Nö. Ist hier noch irgendwas? Doch, hier. Strahlungsresistente Abschirmung um die Materie-Antimaterie-Reaktionskammer des Warpkerns. Naja, das hört sich logisch an.
Cores are running really hot. Makes sense, since they've been producing at max output since we left Hotari space.
No ship can run for very long like that. Not before a catastrophic failure hits.
It's right on the edge. We just need to figure out a way to give it a push.
Bet that console down there could tell us a few things.
Oder noch die anderen keiner, wa? Kann ich etwas schießen? Oder wollt ihr die jetzt was von mir wusseln? Hallo? Ich hab jetzt nicht aufgepasst, was ich da gerade gesagt habe zu der. Aber ich glaube, hier bin ich richtig. Ich sag, guckt mal kurz mal woanders hin und dann... Naja. Jetzt veräppeln? Ist hier kein Punkt, wo ich jetzt direkt hin muss, irgendwie oder so? Ja, Gleiter, das habe ich gesehen. Noch irgendein Punkt? Nö. Ach, an die Steuer... Ah, okay, das ist fast logisch. Steuerkonsole. Ja.
Whatever we do, we need to make sure the Takan can't undo it.
So we need a way to permanently disable the reactors that won't destroy the ship and kill us all in the process.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Warp core ejection. So the question is, how do we make it happen?
Den Warpkern rausschießen am besten.
Like we saw on the bridge, all 4 warp cores are operating at full capacity. The safety protocols don't look much different from the Resolute. Breach protection. Reduce output, command override. Cease matter, antimatter flow, command override. Emergency warp core ejection. Computer control.
Even command functions can't override one of the most crucial safety measures.
So the protocol's still active. That's good.
Okay.
The reactor coolant system is operating at emergency containment levels.
It's just barely keeping the temperature in check.
Maybe we can use that. If it gets this high, their system considers a reactor breach imminent. Looks like if sensors show a core is about to rupture, the computer will eject it automatically rather than risk a breach.
So we need to increase the warp core's temperatures.
If we destroy the coolant
Laser drauf schießen.
there won't be anything to keep these reactors from going over.
And it will trigger the ejection. Let's peel these suckers open. I'll take that one.
I'll take the one next to it.
The second you two start dumping cores, the Takan will know we're here.
Dann sollen sie es
We'll
wissen.
be vulnerable. Stuck in one place while you work.
We will have to make a stand.
Start thinking about an escape plan. I have a feeling we're gonna need one.
We'll barricade the door. Work quickly.
Ja, haben wir ja vor. Jetzt wenn mich nicht vollgequatscht, wären wir bestimmt schon fertig.
We might not have our tools, but our phasers can do this in a pinch.
Klar. Putzel weg das ganze Ding.
We better get this right. If we foul it up and this whole thing goes boom, we don't know how much damage that Cartagena
Was ist mit der Galaxie?
if we accidentally crack it open.
Ja, wir müssen einfach bloß unsere Arbeit machen. Fertig.
The best way to make sure something goes wrong is to stress. Keep your mind on the job. We'll be okay.
Yeah, we will.
Bestimmt. Ganz bestimmt.
It's not a Starfleet warp core, but the coolant regulator has to be in here somewhere.
Dann, oh, burn auf das Ding. Oh, oh, oh. Haben wir doch gleich geschafft. Gleich ist es durch.
There you are.
Und jetzt das Ding in der Mitte einfach anlasern. Genau. Nochmal.
Warning. Warning. Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Okay, now they're definitely gonna know we're down here.
Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core.
Just one more to go.
They're here.
Ihr wolltet die Tür verbarrikadieren, dachte
We
ich.
don't have much time.
Okay, same as before. We just gotta...
Oh, was? Hey, woher soll ich denn das sehen, Mann? Komm schon. Mein Gott. Oh, verdammt. So, aber diesmal nicht im Story-Modus. Das kannst du vergessen. Oh, und das nur überspringen. Dachte, das geht.
Okay, same as before. We just gotta...
Deckung. Jetzt müssen wir erst mal warten, wo taucht er auf da hinten. Ich hab doch schon geschossen, was soll denn das? Na, wo kommst du diesmal? Das war schon besser. So, ist weiter. Tja, und jetzt soll ich mich da hinstellen, ja?
Hey! Would you mind not shooting at the matter-antimatter reactor?
I'll cover you.
What?
Oh Gott, jetzt muss ich bestimmt Deckung geben.
All dead.
Aua. Lass mich das doch mal machen, Mann. Ich würde sagen, geht doch jetzt hier los. Mach ein bisschen schneller da. Oh, ah.
Shoot!
Mach ich doch.
Warp core output at critical level. Ejecting core. Warp drive disengaged.
Did it?
Ja, wir sind ja auch voll toll und voll die Engineers. Alter, ich hätte mir die Beine gebrochen.
I think so.
Nein.
Tasker, can you climb?
I'll see you on the parade grounds of Sorella, my friend.
Die wird jetzt drauf gehen, wa? Haha. Also, soweit wie die weg sind, hätte die doch mit da reinkommen können, wisst ihr? Und wir hätten trotzdem die Tür hinter uns zumachen können, also.
Want me? I'm right here.
Das hätte die auch geschafft.
Not you too.
Calm yourself, child.
Oh nein, sie wird übernommen. Oh, du hast gruselige Augen gerade gehabt, ey.
It will all be better soon.
Nein! Verdammt.
Wake up, Manka Umet. Return to us. Rejoin the flame.
To reclaim what was lost.
Mist.
We don't need to watch this.
I do. I want to remember every moment when I make them pay. But this isn't the end. I will avenge Itasca. Swear to me, you will join me in this.
How about we try to save her?
That's a dream.
As long as she's alive and her memories are still in there, there's still hope.
Hope is what you turn to when you have nothing left you can do. And there's still something I can do for Itasca. And I shall.
Nein, tu's nicht, Mann. Lässt uns einfach im Stich, wa? Ein Fremder mitten in unserer Mitte, wa?
There's so much I want to ask you.
There's so little I can tell you. I'm a portal, not a scientist, but I'll certainly do my best. I can only assume this is one of your older starships. One would think, given the importance of your mission, they might send a ship of a more recent vintage. But, apparently not.
It may not be a Taconian ship, but the Resolute is one of the best we've got. So don't disparage it.
I was just asking.
Jetzt da angeben, ja? Zivilisiert ihr wart, wie fortschrittlich ihr wart, ja?
Something wrong?
Not at all. The galaxy has grown more diverse since the days of the Tacon Empire.
Because you conquered everyone who didn't look like you.
To the contrary. Most lesser civilizations willingly joined the Empire to enjoy the benefits of an advanced way of life. But that expansion came with its own set of problems, so I admire your ability to diversify without creating conflict. That was always our challenge. And perhaps, ultimately, our downfall.
I can't say that we avoid conflict entirely, but we overcome our differences because of our common interests and a shared sense of purpose. A general belief we are better off united than divided.
A concept almost Taconian in principle. We're more alike than you might think. If this is the best you have, then so be it. To locate this scion, Galvan, I'll need full access to your ship's systems.
Full access?
Der pimpt unser Schiff bestimmt, wa?
No, I'm right here, completely in my mind. And with all due respect to your advanced technology, the simple fact is that I won't be able to locate him without it. Perhaps I should have made that clear up front. I'll need to make certain modifications.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Excellent.
Solano's gonna flip when he hears this.
Ey, wir müssen dem
I'll see you on the
vertrauen.
bridge.
Entweder haut er uns aufs Korn oder...
Captain Solano, I'd like to introduce you to Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Tacon Empire.
Pleasure to meet you, Captain.
Likewise. I can't say I've ever met a portal before. There is no modern equivalent. Not within the Federation, at least.
He's been kind enough to agree to help us find Galvan.
I am at your service. To whatever extent I can be of help.
If nothing else, I'm sure you're happy for a change of scenery. You spent 600,000 years at your post. That certainly takes an uncommon level of dedication.
We all have our duty.
Of course.
600.000 Jahre ist schon heftig,
I'm
ey.
curious. You were stationed there in preparation for what exactly?
Any and all threats to the Empire.
An empire that no longer exists, which suggests you weren't very successful.
You said you needed my help. I didn't come here to be insulted. Perhaps that was a mistake. I'd be happy to return to Delphi Ardu at any time.
You'll have to forgive him. I'm sure he meant nothing by it.
I know exactly what he meant. His disrespect speaks for itself.
I'm merely curious where your allegiances might lie. And clearly it's with the Tacon.
Yes, Captain. You have found me out. and exposed my true loyalties. To the Tekon, not to the Scions of the Flame, who do nothing more than tarnish us in name and reputation and don't deserve to be called Tekon. That's why I'm here. And if you'd be so kind as to give me access to your ship's systems, we can get on with it. And you can stop wasting my time.
Access to our systems? That's completely out of the question. Tell me that's not what you promised. We're vulnerable enough as it is.
Doch, das habe ich ihm gesagt.
Now we're supposed to give him access to everything? Ridiculous.
Captain, I know it's a risk, but right now it's our best shot at finding Galvin and that ship.
Here she was, naive enough to believe it wouldn't be a problem. Little did she realize the levels of ignorance and incompetence she was up against.
If you're not enjoying your visit to our ship, we'd be more than happy to let you wither away back on your pathetic little rock.
Captain?
You clearly do not appreciate the magnitude of the threat the Scions pose. So myopic is your focus on your own ego.
Das stimmt
I will
allerdings.
not be leaving until they have been found.
Commander Rydek, a word.
And to think, I waited 600,000 years for this.
You realize that's supposed to be in an incredibly difficult position. I was against seeking him out from the start, but now, to give him access to our systems? It's insane.
Ja,
And you somehow
aber
expect me to believe his allegiance is with us? You heard what he said in there. There's no way we can trust him.
ich sag, er ist auf unserer Seite. Bin Optimist.
We talked about this on Delphi Ardu. The reason he's here is because he's with us, not them. He came to help us, and he wouldn't be here otherwise.
We can't afford to get this wrong.
We sought him out for a reason. To help him find our missing crew, Galvin, and those Elydian ships. This is the plan we agreed to with Ambassador Spock.
Which I never liked. But here we are. You know what this mission means to us. Not just for the Federation, but for me personally. I can't afford another screw-up. Losing the shield algorithm
Wieder der
is
Ego,
bad enough.
das Ego.
This could be the end of my career.
Hier geht's mehr als nur
I'm
sie.
sorry, Captain. You know I support you, but millions of lives and the future of the Federation are at stake here. Both of which are more important right now than your career.
It's not just mine. It's both of ours.
Ja, ist mir aber egal.
Then so be it.
I'm going to trust your instincts on this one. I just hope you're right. For both of our sakes.
Ich hoffe auch.
Let me know if you find anything.
We're good. You may begin.
I will, of course, have to make a few modifications.
What kind of modifications?
To find Tekonian technology requires Tekonian technology. If this Scion Gallivan modified his ships, then I must do likewise to yours. The galaxy is nearly infinite in size and complexity. This may take a moment.
How long
I
will it
found
take?
something. There you are.
What is it? Galvin?
Someone is using Tekonian technology. I can't get the precise bearings, but it's located in the Palisades cluster.
I'll let the captain know.
Kommunikator aktivieren.
Rydek to Solano. I think Portal may have located Galvin.
I'll be right there.
I'm getting all kinds of interference. Almost impossible to lock on the energy signature.
Where's he hiding?
In the Palisades cluster.
Interesting. Can you lock in on the location?
Not until you get me closer.
Lieutenant Handar, set a course for the Palisades cluster.
Aye, Captain.
Well, I suppose I owe you an apology. You were right after all. That's what I get for questioning the advice of my first officer. You always have my back.
Ich weiß das zu schätzen, Captain.
They say the true measure of a leader is being able to admit your mistakes. So thank you.
Next time I'll do a better job of listening. Nice work. Let me know if you find anything more.
Will do. What's wrong?
I didn't want to say anything until I was certain. But the reason for the interference is simple. There's a Draconian device on this ship being used to block the signal. Whoever planted it was exceptionally clever. They knew how and where to hide it. But they have underestimated my abilities.
Engineering.
Take care of the Draconian device, and I can find Galvan for you. It's designed to interfere with all transmissions, or at least delay and confuse the effort to find Galvan's ship.
Why would you trust me with this?
I cannot be sure I trust anyone on this ship, but you and I came to an understanding on Delphi R2. That will have to be enough.
Don't worry, I'll get this fixed. We're going to find that ship.
Ja, Leute, aber das war's mit der Folge für heute. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, lasst mir doch einen Daumen nach oben und ein Abo da, dann verpasst ihr auch keine zukünftigen Folgen mehr. Unterstützt natürlich auch mich und meinen Kanal. Haut rein, bis zum nächsten Mal.